we get the entries wrong is because we don't know which schematic is formed and where we are in the market, right? If we don't know which schematic is formed and where we are in the market, we would choose to take an institutional candlestick and a break or market structure that do not really work. And that's when people begin to ask too many questions. My institutional, my smart money trade is not really smart, and I'm getting stop loss hit so many times. The question is, looking at the structure, where are you in the market? That's the question I want to ask you. If you come to me and you tell me, Francis, I chose an institutional candlestick or an imbalance and it hit my stop loss, I want to ask you, where were you in the market? Why were you looking to use the institutional candlestick? What was your reason? If you don't understand smart money in this way, if you don't understand the banks in this way, guys, I'm sorry, it is going to be very difficult. It's going to be challenging. This is where smart money becomes really challenging. Again, showing you that price will always go for liquidity. Look in this area. Price created its own liquidity, smashed it, created the W, and went up. Again, to show you that price will always sweep liquidity. Liquidity there, liquidity there, liquidity there, liquidity there, liquidity there, liquidity here. Swept it, created its own liquidity, swept it, and moved up. That is the only way you get to understand that this trend has completed. So now I need to look to the other side. And immediately that trend completes, you will see that what makes you see that the trend has completed and the institutions are in the market is that they begin to create higher highs and higher lows. Did somebody catch the source right there? For you to know that the institutions are in that market after the W has formed, the next thing that you're going to be seeing is that they will start creating higher highs and higher lows right from that W. If you don't see that W, it means that the institutions are not in that market. Leave that trade to run. Is that helping somebody? So now I've taught you the process, how to know that a trend is going to end. You have to see that price has taken all the liquidity on the left side. One. And number two, you have to see price create its own liquidity and sweep it. Number three, after price has created its own liquidity and swept it, you have to see that we are creating higher highs and higher lows if it's a buy. If it's sell, you have to see that price is creating lower lows and lower highs. If you don't see that, still go with a trend. And that is where I agree with a statement Matt always say, the trend is your friend. If you have not seen these things I'm talking about, the trend, let the trend be your friend. Just marry it. That's all. But if you see this happen in the market, automatically begin to think, yeah, you are here. I am going to join you. That's all. Let's stop the talking and now look at what GU is doing. So now we know that the spring has formed. Let's label it, make it clear. SC, AR, ST. I'm just going to label that one. Spring. And if spring forms, usually we want to see price break market structure. Do we have a break of market structure, guys? Thank you. So if we have a break of market structure, my attention is just here, this liquidity now. I don't care. My attention is that liquidity. Now I want to look on the smaller time frame. I want to go on the daily and see, is there a reason why price has to come down? Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. However, this was what? A reaccumulation. I want you to focus inside this box right here. And you know that there was a accumulation in this area, reaccumulation in this area, distribution in this area. Again, what we saw on the daily time frame, coming down on a smaller time frame, accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution. So now we have distribution, break of market structure. Price is just testing these areas and it's just going to keep dropping. And this tells you what is no map. Can you elaborate the law, the no, please? Oh, you don't see break of market structure. I see a break of market structure, not on higher time frame. Of course, not on higher time frame. But if I'm looking on the daily time frame, I see a clear break of market structure, and daily time frame is higher time frame enough for me to start thinking we're bullish, right? So looking at this right here, I don't care about the break of structure I have here. All I care about is now I have accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution, a break of market structure out of distribution. Anywhere here, I want to see a long-term sell. So this diagonal movement that is happening right here is a diagonal movement that is creating a redistribution. So if I look right here, I can label this as an sell climax, buy climax, AR, ST, UT. Sorry, I missed it. ST here, UT there, and UTAD. So I know that now we have created a UTAD, and now GBP has to do the drop. It has to do the drop. So this diagonal movement here it's not just a diagonal movement that is happening. What we have here was distribution. BC, ST, UT, UTAD. Oh my, somebody's going to be a happy man next week. Price does not create these things by mistake. So this movement here, somebody would be calling this a flag. But to me, looking at this, I know that this is a work of redistribution. Somebody will be calling this a flag. Immediately price does this, break the structure, we're going down. And where are we going to first? TP1 there, TP2 there, and all these things happening is happening because GU is in recession. The UK, the Britain is in recession. The Great British Pound is having lots of pressure on itself. It has to reprice. So TP1 there, TP2 there, TP3 there. That's it. We will be clearing all those liquidity. And once we clear those liquidity, look at that liquidity void that is here. The imbalance that is here. We're heading towards this area back again. How exciting is this one? Oh, you're in a cell. How exciting is this one, guys? So if I go on the 4-hour time frame, I want to show you what really is going on the 4-hour time frame. So with the schematic in place and everything lining up, look at where price is reacting from. Is this magic? Man, I'm just asking a question. Is this magic? Look where price reacted from. It wasn't random that price had to react from there. The breaker or the mitigation candlestick was just sitting there. Price had to come back and re-mitigate it before we do the drop. That's all. That's all is happening. And look at how it lined up by climax STUT Utah right there perfectly, and price began to drop. This is where I usually pull my fib and do something crazy on the chart with harmonics. If I look at this, I see a butterfly, right? So I could have entered this trade using harmonics easily. X, A, B, oh, why is it not working? X, A, B, C to D. So if I say I trade smart money with harmonics, this is what I'm trying to say, guys. It gets to the level where my harmonic pattern is lining up with the area I'm looking at. That's all. Well, my D would have been in this area, so price would have gone above it. I don't want to be lying to people and make it look as if my harmonic pattern is perfect. I don't do that. So price would have gone past my D, but eventually look at the way price is dropping down. Pitch perfect. This is where I incorporate my harmonics, and you begin to see that harmonics is playing out, and you're wondering, how's that harmonics working? And this is where Nana would say when price meets time. What time is this? What time did price hit the mitigation candlestick? New York session. So price perfectly meet that time. It hit that time right there on the spot. And it had to drop. You reckon GU will clear mitigation candlestick? Well, I want to ask you a question first. From what we did on DXY, if we know that DXY is about to create this cell right here into this area and start going bullish, where do you think GU is going to go? I want you to answer yourself that question. We've done the analysis on DXY. We know where DXY is about to go. So where do you think GU is going to go? That's all. If DXY is about to go up, GU is about to drop. Now it's up to you to find your entry and enter if you're not in the sell. If you're not in that long-term sell, it's up to you to start finding your entry. And look what price has already done for you right here. Liquidity got FU'd perfectly. So now this candlestick right here is very key for next week's break, next week's candle to open. If next week, if I see a weekly candlestick that opens, that gives me a little bullishness right here inside this institutional candlestick. I'm going to sell for the rest of the week. I'm going to sell for the rest of the week. I guess this is something to look at for other GBP pairs. Of course, yeah, you need to look at the rest of the GBP pairs, and they're doing some interesting stuff. With the knowledge you have right now, with everything I've done with the top-down analysis, now you are in a good place to go and have a look at the chart and tell yourself, where am I sitting? Where do I want to take my trade? Would you mark this out for all charts? This is how I do for every pair that I want to trade. You see how long it's taking me to talk you through this? When I'm looking at the chart, it'll probably take me maximum 15 minutes to do all this. Because I know what I'm looking at. If I'm looking at a chart and after 15 minutes, I can't end up with a trade, I don't want to trade that pair. After 15 minutes, I can't see, if I can't see clearly what I want to trade, I don't want to even take that pair. I do 15 minutes. My mentor does 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Nana will tell you, Francis, if I look at the chart after 3 minutes, I don't see what I want to leave the trade. At least I take some time. I delay a little bit. Because you know what? If the trade is right, it won't be hard to see. When you're forcing trade, bro, like you're going to have all ideas coming inside your head. You're going to have all ideas coming inside your head. I see a sell, I see a buy. I'm confused. I don't know which direction to go. Immediately you see that guy, leave that trade, leave it, run away from it, go and find another one and mark it up. You need more practice, of course. You need more practice. That's the reason why everything here is recorded. This should have actually be some sort of like a boot camp, like a strong 5-day thing that I'll break everything really, really down to the very basic of it. But I'm compacting everything into a 2-hour video. Yes, first week of November. How do you know my schedule do fit with this? I'm up for the 5-day thing. People, come on, chill. But yeah, we have to find something. Okay, Matt is all right. We have to find a time and then actually do a boot camp, like a strong 5-day boot camp where we're gonna explain things. I'm new to smart money. Where would you recommend to start? Well, if you go to the Trade House Academy on Go Live, for now, I'd say go and watch somebody we call Rock Kuma. If you go on Trade House Academy, Rock Kuma, He's the guy that actually made me fell in love with smart money. So start with him and everything else will come into play. This source is too deep. Don't put it out there for free. Nah, it's not gonna go on YouTube. This is not gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna make sure that this video is gonna come directly to the people that deserve it. I think I've spoken too much. I'm gonna leave some time out for somebody special to speak to you guys. After all this is said and done, I'm going to leave time out for somebody very special to me to speak. Well, the names are already popping up. If you know it, you know it. If you know what I'm gonna say, you know it. But yeah, if I have Nana on the call, please, Nana, there is no word that I can say. If I'm saying anything here today, if I'm able to express myself and
Mommy. Hi.
somebody actually spend the time to open my eyes, somebody open my eyes to see what I am seeing today. And I don't want to forego the fact that he has helped me through all this. I really appreciate him so much. So guys, if you thank me, thank Nana first. Thank him first, even though he hasn't spoken yet. But I really want everybody to thank him. If there is anything you can do in the chat box to show appreciation to this man, please do it. Because I'm so grateful to him. As people are celebrating me today, I can't be celebrated without him. So guys, please, without wasting too much time, I'd like to unmute Nana and give him some time to speak to the team. So Nana, if you're there, please unmute yourself and then the floor is yours.
Wow. Morning, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Nana.
Okay, good. Wow. Morning, everyone. Guys, I've been blown away, completely blown away. We need to give it up for Francis, right? We need to do it for him. I've seen his growth and watching what I'm seeing now. Guys, I need to step up again. I definitely need to step up, right? And over the years, I think some of you take Francis for granted, right? I watched his video on accumulation. I'm not a Wyckoff person. That's why I'm always asking in the group. All I know is Utah and then Spring. So he did a session and then I watched his Wyckoff session on accumulation, right? And it was good. And today, looking at what he's done now, there's a massive improvement on his knowledge. And this guy doesn't sleep. He puts in the time, he puts in the effort, and he's not afraid of asking people. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you've been in the business in the industry for 10 years, whether you've been in the industry for 2 years, for 1 year, even just a day, he will come to you and say, well, what do you understand by this? What have you got to teach me? And that is the only way we can all level up. Don't take anybody for granted. Last week, I posted the DXY and I posted a comparison on the group. And then somebody pointed me out that I've done it wrong. And it was true, I'd done it wrong. I had to go back, look at it. And then, wow, it was like, okay, now I got it right now. And that's it, the tone for my trade for GU for the week. Don't take anybody for granted. And like I always say, we are all still students of the market. We don't know it all. And there's always room for improvement. And the thing is, just go back and plug in. Plug in. You've got the educators, you've got the tools, you've got people around to help you. please plug in. All these things that you are saying is a manifestation of his time. I was on a Zoom call with him. Francis, when was it? Was it Friday or Thursday?
That was Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. We were on Zoom call. And then it was we started from 11:30. We finished around 2:00. 11 to 2. And it was, what can you see? Okay, let's look at it from this angle. What educators can we watch? Okay, we've got this one. Let's go and watch this one. Have a trading buddy. There are things that me and Francis we do. Okay, 5-way schematic. I didn't know it. It was Francis who pointed it out to me. He said, okay, go and watch this lady on Go Live. Go and watch this. Go and watch this. We give ourselves assignments. We watch it. We come back. We do a Zoom. We compare notes. And then we trade. Everybody has got his own strengths and weaknesses. There are things Francis can see. I've got no clue. There are things I can see that are unique to my eyes. When I say when price meets time, it naturally comes to me. Like he said, it naturally comes like the GU trade. After I took the buy and then it was New York session, price came back down between 12 and I think 1/2. It retested the mitigation candle or the demand level. And I was watching that zone. I always tell people, be reactive to price. Take what the market gives you. Be very, very, very objective. Whatever the market gives you, just go with the flow. Don't be looking to say, oh, I'm going to buy. So it's definitely a buy, even if it goes beyond a certain point. If you watch him when he was doing his analysis on DXY, he says, okay, if it goes below this level, I'll come to this level. If it goes below this level, then it's a sell. So you can see suddenly he's flipped from buy to sell. And as a trader, that is the skill that you need to have. With currently what it's on there, you see the UTAD, right? And he drew his harmonics and then it went past his D, right? Where did it react from? It's another supply level if you look to the left. So for me, I'm watching. If it goes past that D, yeah. If it goes past that D, right? Okay, that is another area I'm watching. And the people know we've got all these shapes, like they know we know it. So of course, they have to put something in there to confuse you. So for me, if you go past that D, I'm watching the harmonics. Okay, what time is it? 1, 1/2, midday. Okay, what pair are we trading? GBP USD. So the most important time for this pair is London and then New York. So when price meets time, as soon as it gets there, I go on a smaller time frame, I get a break of market structure, boom. Look at what he's done again, lovely. He's pulled the fibs again too. Where is it rejecting off? A golden fib level, 68.1. Just bring everything into context. Like I said in the group, bring everything into context. Now he's drawn channel, he's drawn a flag, everything, like every tool that you have, just try to make sense of it. If it doesn't make sense, my friend, leave the trade. It's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. And Francis, I want to appreciate you. I want to celebrate you. Francis, like your knowledge is amazing, it's phenomenal. I've been blown away today. Like I've been blown away. So guys, let's not take Francis for granted. Let's appreciate him. Let's thank him. There are things out there I see. There are people doing signal service I see. They haven't even got half of what Francis has got. And he gives this to us for free. His time, his commitment, his energy, every day, every time. You can count on Francis, even if it's not working. There's one thing I want us to do. I know he doesn't like it, but there's one thing I want us to do. Francis, put your IG in the group. And then guys, let's tag him. If the trade banks, let's tag him in his IG. Because for me, I feel the world needs to know about this man. And he's so humble. He's such a decent man. Oh, Francis, I love you. Like every day, every single week, every time we meet, it's pure love. That is all I've got to say. There isn't much I can say. There isn't much I can really do. I mean, with what he's done today, there's nothing I can add. There's nothing I can take away. Guys, I have my notes. I will post my notes in the group. I have my notes. I've written down lots of notes. I've taken lots of pictures that I'm going to use. And guys, he's got lots of videos on YouTube for free. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. So that's all I've got to say. Let's keep grinding. If you need help, reach out to the leaders, reach out to everybody, and then let's all win together. I'm done, Francis.
Thank you so much, Nana. It's always a blessing always having you around. And if I'm doing a Zoom call and you're not there, it feels as if something is holding me up. I don't know why, but yeah, it is a good support for me all the time. And I'm so grateful for the fact that I can always rely on you. I know you're a very busy person, but you've always had the time for me, even when you can't have it for anybody else. And I really appreciate that. So guys, with what Nana said, I can't really say much, but I really want to encourage everybody on this call. With this recording that I've done, I'm going to share this recording out. I am begging you, I am pleading with you on this call. Go and watch this video. Don't watch it like a Netflix movie. I repeat, do not watch this video like a Netflix movie. Watch maximum 5 minutes, pause it, go over it again. 5 minutes, pause it, take notes, go over it again. Until every single thing that you want to get from this video sink in. If you are able to produce what I've just done right here, guys, I can bet that your trading journey has just begun. You've done nothing, you've seen nothing else. You're going to start pulling up trades that you would be shocked. Sometimes I pull trades, I don't even know how I pull, I don't even know how I pull them. Sometimes I call some numbers and price just go and hit them so easily. And I'm like, did I really do that? I surprised myself. And I want to promise everybody on this call, yeah, if you take time and you do what I'm trying to show you on this call right here, I'm not perfect. If you watch the video and you find anything wherever I went wrong that you know better than me, please approach me. Don't hide it from me. Come back to me, Francis. I saw this. I think this area, you should have looked to this area. I would be very happy to take it on board. Just like I said, this is just the beginning. We are going to have a boot camp. I'm promising the people on this call right now. We are going to have a boot camp. For the date, of course, I know people are trying to create the date for me, but no, I'm not going to budge. With time, I am going to come out with a date, and I'm going to make sure that we do it at the right time where people are going to learn it right way. Now I will take my time on that call. Nana will be on that call. Philip would be on that call. Coffee will be on that call for those for the boot camp I'm talking about. Is going to be power packed, and we're going to be combining lots of things. That boot camp, when we finish it, everybody who is in the Harmony Book Group should be able to become an independent trader, a complete independent trader. And I know this is just the beginning. This is just the starting. This is just the starting. Take your time, go and watch those videos. Because on that boot camp, guys, it is going to be, April is going to be on. Francis is a harmonic trader because of April. April is going to be on that call. He's going to blow us up with stuff. And I'm going to arrange it. I'm going to speak to all the team leaders, whoever that is interested, we're going to bring them on board. And we're going to make that boot camp a power pack boot camp for Harmony Boot. Anybody in this group, I believe you are blessed to be here, and count yourself a blessing. Don't take it for granted. Don't take this video for granted. I think I've done my time for tonight. If there is anybody on the call who has anything to say at all to the rest of the team, please feel free, or mute yourself, talk to us. We have less than 2 minutes on the call. Talk to us, and then we'll finish it off once the call closes. Recordings will be available ASAP. If you have anything to say, feel free, unmute yourself and talk. I'm out.
I just want to say thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. That was a great, great video. Thank you so much, Francis.
You're very welcome.
Likewise, Francis, I'm new to the group, but this smart money strategy and the way you teach and the way Nana is teaching you, and now the teacher's becoming the student becoming the teacher, and we keep on going round and round. It's wonderful. And thank you very much. God bless you.
You're very welcome, bro. Almost.
Hello. Yes, and I also want to say, unfortunately, I couldn't get on early, but I will definitely watch this video. But I already know what Francis you made of, and I really appreciate, and actually God richly bless you, and also Nana for availing himself in nurturing you, and we do really appreciate you guys.
Amen.
God bless you so much.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, I just want to echo what everyone's saying. Thank you once again, Francis and Nana. Thank you for this very insightful Zoom call. It confirmed a few things I've done on my markup, and it also opened my eyes to see stuff that I didn't see before. And I've learned a lot, and I can put into practice. So just thank you once again. Always appreciated.
I love you so much.
I just want to say thank you. This is Prince here. Just want to say thank you. There's so much clarity and direction and understanding. So I do appreciate this call and your understanding and the way you share your knowledge and the way you teach it. Very much appreciate it. And thumbs up to Nana for producing a man machine, a thinking machine like you. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Welcome. This call belongs to you, Angela, specifically for you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Honestly, 100%.
Because you called for this session. All right, guys. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all one more time. I'd like to end the call right here. Let's have the rest of the conversation in the group chat. And wherever you are.